Hi, if you're a Libra born September 23rd to October 22nd, what can you expect for the month of March 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So Libra, I see you really focusing on the details on one aspect of your life that's really important, something that you really wanted to get done or really wanted to finalize. And I feel like there's a lot of energy and a lot of light, and it might be something that you were previously concerned about or in the shadows about or didn't quite know how you were going to bring it forward. And I feel like the light really kind of like the aha moments come on and really help you and support you. There may be, again, as things turn around, it feels like this kaleidoscope that you can expect this month of just, it's really delightful. It's like different scenes, just different scenarios, that different aspects of yourself, almost like a diamond that are shining brightly, that no matter which way you turn, there's this bright light. There is one side that you turn that's shadowy, and that side has to do with self-doubt, or could have to do with you not following through with something that now it's either a fear or it's something that you haven't let go of in the past. And I feel like there may be an opportunity to heal that this month. We have a Mercury retrograde March 22nd to April 15th. So you may find that there's this thing from the past that you're there to grieve, or you're there to let go of, or you're there to understand or learn from, that you may be hanging on to. It could be guilt, it could be shame. But I'm feeling it in your spine, and that you're going to be able to give that a rest. You're going to be able to take that and look at it and forgive yourself and let go and have the freedom around that during that retrograde period. Okay, so let's go and let's look first at our romantic relationships. Those of you who are in a coupled relationship, what's in store for you for March? Okay, great. There's an opportunity to get away early, mid-March. It's not business, it's just pleasure, and it's really yummy, and it's much needed. Just don't try to overdo it. Don't have any expectations around it. It's just meant to kind of be spur of the moment. It's meant to be kind of just bubbling up and creative all at the same time. There could be a party that you're invited to and you just decide to jet off and go, but it feels really good, and it really feels like it deepens your friendships and your relationships. So very special thing happening for you guys, like that second or third week of March. Really nice. So definitely make sure that you can go to that. And it might even be during the Mercury retrograde, which if it is, just just double and triple check your flights and your traffic and things like that, because it always screws up communication, and so things always go haywire. Just leave early for the airport, leave yourself extra time on the back end, and so you don't have to worry about it, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so what else about the romantic relationship? There may be an opportunity for you to be more honest and more real with your partner, saying things that have been on your mind or concerns that you have about the relationship or about yourself that maybe you haven't been able to share because you're embarrassed or ashamed, that may come up for healing, that may come up to make a difference in your romantic life. So I do feel there could be some old healing that happens for you that really makes you feel closer with your partner. That's really beautiful. And I do feel your partner being right there and being very supportive of you. Now, for those of you who are single and looking for love, let's see what's in store for you, Libras. Okay, so some of you may have already met somebody like at the end of February here that feels already juicy and delicious and so great, and that's likely to continue on. Just keep letting go of the worry around, are they one or are they not the one? Just be present. Just enjoy who is showing up today and if they're showing up, right? So you want to look at actions as opposed to words. So just trust that process. If you haven't met anybody yet, there's a good opportunity to meet somebody around the 10th, the 9th, 10th, 11th. That particular weekend seems really good and open. I just see it open like a fan, really nice, all the way up until the new moon in Pisces on March 17th. So that new moon in Pisces also could bring somebody new to you for romance. Then we move into the 22nd, where Mercury goes retrograde until April 15th. It could bring somebody back into your life that you had a love affair with before, where you already know the score with them. You already know their, who they are, their faults and their good things, and you can choose yes or no. Do I want to go down that path again? What you don't want to do is meet somebody new and start up with them during the retrograde period, because you don't get to see all of them. You're getting a fake illusion of them. It's a fake story of who they really are. And then, you know, come the end of April, you see the other shoe and you go, wow, what was I thinking? So to avoid that, just keep them at arm's length, keep it superficial, keep it friends. If they're still there after 15th, you'll be able to see what you couldn't see before, and you'll know why you kept them at arm's length, and then you can choose whether or not to be in a relationship with them. But I do see right away, romance is here, it's available for you. The only thing that you have to do is kind of show up, and it's right there. All right, that's nice and easy, Libra. I like that. Okay, so let's look at career and money for Libra. What's in store for you guys this month? So there may be a big outlay that you have to pay, or something that you're worried about paying, almost like money's burning a hole in your pocket, like as soon as you get it in, you got to spend it. I feel like this month that hole in the pocket gets burned, not burned, but gets healed, gets sewed up, right? So you can actually hang on to some money that's coming in. So this month I see money coming in and you being able to hang on to it, which is a really good thing that you can then use for, you've got your eye on something, whether it's a career thing or whether it's you're saving for a home or you're saving for a trip. But I do feel you being able to make money and save money this month. So that's a good thing. So there's a lot of money coming in and you're being able to hang on to it and save it. So for careers, some of you, there's a lot of people I see lining up to wanting to partner with you or collaborate with you. So make notes, keep it down. Some of you had your head buried down finishing things or creating things and you're not ready to partner with people. So go ahead and just acknowledge them and take the meeting later. Acknowledge now, take the meeting during the retrograde, because if you already meet them now and already say, yes, let's talk about it, then during the retrograde, you can have dialogue, you can have conversation. Just don't finalize the deal. Just don't, you know, but even if you meet ahead of time, you can still finalize the deal. It's not optimal, but you could if you wanted to, because you already met them ahead of time. But if you can wait until the end of April, that would, you know, after April 15th, that would be even better. But what I'm getting at is there's opportunity of people wanting to partner with you, people wanting to support you. Go ahead and return those phone calls now. But if you've got something that you can't meet with them about yet because you're still in the midst of it, just tell them that, and then you can meet next month. Okay, so what else is in store for you guys with work and career? I just see a fine point, like everything coming in and pointing to one thing. You know what to do, and I see you doing that, and then it shoots outward. You know, then you have the vision going out. So it's a really good trajectory of your work, of your plan, of your idea. So whatever you're doing, stay the course. They're just showing me like it's gonna come to a point, the creativity and knowing what to do, and then you'll be able to work it, and then you'll be able to move it out, blast it out. So feels really good, feels really strong, and the money's going to flow. Okay, so let's look at your health, Libras. Some of you need to cut down on some caffeine. Some of you are getting dehydrated. It's also kind of like making you spin up here, so it's keeping you from becoming grounded. If you're going to have caffeine, have small amounts, have it only in the morning, and then drink plenty of water. It's okay to eat meat. For some of you, eating meat is needed because it also grounds you. And some of you like more of the things like potatoes or yams or things like that, which are also good. So they're bringing up your health, how to help you heal. Digestion may be an issue, things not flowing for you. If that's the case, you want to look and see emotionally, what am I hanging on to? What haven't I let go of? What fear do I have? Right? And for some of us, it could be around our body. It could be, you know, we're afraid of eating the wrong foods, or we're afraid of getting sick, or we're afraid of gaining weight, or we're afraid of, you know, not being good enough, or what will people think, right? So it's all kind of tied up in your digestion and in your bowels. So you'll have an opportunity to do some healing around that dialogue or story, so you can let it go, so you can give it a rest, so you're not constantly chasing the same story and constantly, you know, healing the same part of your body over and over again. Like this year, it feels like it can just be done. Like that story can be done. Like if you're somebody who yo-yos diets, you can just be done. Like this is the month where you'd be like, I'm done with this. I finally let it go. So there's some real healing that can happen for you during that retrograde, those last 10 days of March, and the first 10 days of, or 15 days actually of April. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for you, unexpected for you Libras. Oh, well, this is nice. Unexpected happiness. Makes me almost sad to say that. But unexpected relief and happiness and flow. And, you know, and you guys are the peacemakers. There may be some things that are a little trying around the full moons. We have a full moon on March 1st with Virgos, and my whole throat here is throbbing, where somebody may piss you off, right? And you're like, "Arr," right? But it doesn't feel like it's anything new. It feels like it's the same song, second verse of a situation that you have a problem with, right? And it may just be coming to a head where you go, you know what, enough, I'm done. It could be something around that. Then we have a second full moon, this time in the sign of Libra on March 31st, and it's called a blue moon because it's the second full moon in 1 month, right? So let's see how that one feels different. That one feels like I feel full. I feel like it reminds me of the harvest, and it feels like there's a release, and this is where the healing comes in. So I feel like there could be healing around that March 31st date, around that time where I feel heard and I feel cared for, I feel nurtured, and and it just feels like, you know, and it could be that there's a completion, that you've done something, that you accomplished, that you finished, and I just feel, you know, done. Finally, it's done. So there could be something around that 31st, an accomplishment or a goal that you met that really feels like finally, you know. So I feel really empowered by that full moon, and I feel really full, and it's satiated is the word, like just satiated, like yes. So it feels really good. The first one feels a little trickier. It feels a little more irritation, a little bit more agitation with the Virgo sign. You know, Virgo is a very critical sign, so it could be us being critical of ourselves. I mean, Virgos are great, but we all have these shadow sides to our sign, and the shadow side of a Virgo is they can be really very critical, especially to themselves. So it could be that you're extra critical around that March 1st of yourself or of your partner or of your work. So you want to be careful around that full moon, and just don't give it a lot of energy, the negative stuff anyway. Okay, so anything else for Libras before I let you go? Yeah, like really celebrate you, really celebrate that happiness, and really do your best to enjoy each moment, to be grateful for you and for what you're doing and for what you've accomplished, and take it in, you know, like you have gone through a lot. You've got yourself here, and really celebrate yourself and just love yourself the way other people love you. So take it in, Libra, take in that love, receive the love, receive and just feel secure in yourself, and let go of anything that is not love. Just let it go. For some of you, I can feel all of a sudden this pain in my back, right, around betrayal or sadness or hidden grief, and you just want to let that go and just let it roll off your back, and let people take care of you too. So it's okay. All right, Libra, lots of love to you. Have an amazing March. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like. Please write below something. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Connect and share with your friends. Have a wonderful month, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month. And remember to love yourself.